How to find a great plumber. Plumber Silver Spring here with a quick tip. Let's get right to it. Number one thing is get out and ask your neighbors. So many people live in a neighborhood for years and they don't talk with anybody and they don't take advantage of all the resources. The people have been, some of these neighbors that you have been living there for 20, 30, 40 years, and they have great contractors that they know are trustworthy, and you don't know who they are. That's a shame. So ask at least 3 neighbors who they use. Ask them if they've been satisfied with these people, and ask them if they've used them more than once. If they've been using them for years, then chances are they are reliable. And but take it a step further. Then go online, do a little research, and check out their websites, and look for the core information. Don't look for a fancy website. Look for the right information. Check out the master plumber, who he is, and look at his experience. And look at the guarantee that they have on the work, and hopefully they have some other testimonials from people outside of your neighbors. But if they don't, then your neighbors are going to be real people that you've talked with. So that's the best testimonial of all. And then look at what manufacturers they use. If you have a certain equipment and you need to get something replaced down the road or repaired, then you want to work with a plumber. Not saying that the other one wouldn't be good, but you'd rather work with a plumber who's a good plumber who also works with the equipment from the manufacturer that you already have. But if you're getting in something new, then just also double check on the reliability ratings of those manufacturers before you choose your plumber. And then you want to call 1 or 2 of these companies and see how they answer the phone. I think that's important because you don't want to deal with someone who's snotty, because you're going to feel bad about the service already, and that's going to set things out on the wrong foot. And then ask who's going to be coming to your house, because remember, the company could be 150 years old, but if the guy coming out to your house just came out of school, you might want to have somebody more experienced. And everybody has to learn, but you may not be the person that wants to help teach them on the job training. So check that out, because that's real important. And then ask them how they price their jobs. It might be clear on the website, it might not be, but check with the person on the phone and then ask them if they have a minimum charge for coming out. They more than likely are gonna, and you should expect that, because they got insurance, they got overhead, and they got to get trucks on the road, and that costs money. And the good companies will tell you this up front before you ask them. They really will. And then they'll have a price for parts plus a markup, and then an hourly rate. And then test them out. If you're able to, if it's not an emergency situation, test the company you like out the most on a small project. Don't wait for some large project. If you're going to do a bathroom renovation or remodel, you don't want to bring in a company at that point in time. Try to get them on something small first. And if you're not 100% satisfied, then try the second company that one of the neighbors gave you, and see how they do. And that's really what you need to do. And when the person does come out, here's a little handy tip: have a notepad and pen and take some notes, the date and time they came, and they'll know that when you're asking questions, you're writing stuff down, that they're going to have to be a little bit sharper and really accountable. I'm telling you, it makes a big difference. And finally, if you have a great experience with this plumber, thank them and ask the company, call them up and say, look, I worked with Steve, or I worked with Jim, or I worked with Sally. And you don't see enough women plumbers out there. That's another story. But let them know that you really enjoyed working with them, and you'd like to be able to work with them again the next time. And let me tell you something, that plumber's going to get a nice little sit down with their boss when they come in. And guess what? When they come out to work with you again, they are going to be happy as can be to come to your house, and you're going to get exceptional service. That is a huge, huge tip, probably the biggest one of all once you found someone. So I hope that helps, and this message has been brought to you by PlumberSilverSpring.com. Hope you have a great day.